What up? It's your boy Cristo coming at you. As always, I got my boy with me.
What's going on, guys? It is Rocky Raccoon, and it is February 14th, episode 56. 56. We're coming a long way from episode 0. We did our episode 50 mishmash, but we got to get to level 100. And level 100, I'm talking about,
Once you take 100 L's, then I believe you're getting somewhere.
But we do need your likes, comments, and your subscriptions in order to go further. All right, let's go, man. What's up?
Been there, done that, said it all. We're just trying to get some W's around here. We're just out here living life. We got Elon Musk. We got Eagles. We got United States. We got the Gulf of the United States. We got people out there frying people's brains.
The Trumpinator.
We're sitting in here, chilling, grilling, trying to figure things out.
We got alligators in the sewers.
Yeah, it's not Mario anymore. It's not Mario Luigi. We got alligators down there. We got snakes. We got rats. We got people infiltrated in the system. We got people trying to mind control us. We got...
I was reading this thing the other day. So when you think of sewers, you think of mainly Ninja Turtles, right?
Yeah.
The main Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
So other than Ninja Turtles, what is the first thing that comes to mind when you're thinking about sewers? You're thinking about, taking a manhole off of like Florida or New York. What's the first
Smells.
thing? Smells stinky,
Yes.
right? Other people think of rats.
Yep.
Other people think of crocodiles.
Yep.
Alligators.
Yep.
Things that'll come and get you in the night.
Yep.
But you know what a lot of people have been finding down there?
Listen, man, I don't know who they be finding, like Gilroys.
They'd be finding raccoons in some cases. They'd be finding moose, deer. It's like a whole infrastructure of like
environments going on down there.
It's like the New Mexico border for mammals, bro.
Can't be doing that, dude.
And reptiles.
You tell me you got armadillos down there?
Oh, they do have armadillos down there. That's another thing. They have actually armadillos on the game cams down there.
Let me tell you something. If they got armadillos down there, man, I'm telling you, we better send someone down there.
Send them down there.
You better call...
you make helmets out of those.
You better call Steve Irwin's son down there.
Or what about the dude that does Dirty Jobs?
You better call Mike Rowe down there at Dirty Jobs.
Dirty Jobs. Ain't no job dirtier for me.
You better call Billy the Exterminator down there. He'll come down there and rattle them up with snakes and the raccoons and the armadillos and whatnot.
Right.
You better get those guys on
Get them down there.
You better call Larry the Cable Guy. He'll come down there and fix them up real quick.
Cook them up.
Nah, he won't cook them up. He'll just wrangle them. Call his buddies down there.
Yeah.
You might be a redneck if you know a guy.
Yeah. Yeah, but there was just this group of scientists. I think it was in Florida, some town in Florida. I'll if I can figure it out, I'll link Florida, it up right here. But they put a whole bunch of trail cams and game cams in the sewer systems to see like what type of animals were going down there, and it was a whole smorgasbord.
Oof.
Like I just told you, there was armadillos, deer, some cases mooses, meeses, wherever those people are from, animals. Whatever, they're all down there. It's like a whole. They're conspiring against us. No, I'm playing, but it's pretty cool. Like I said, I'll link it right here.
Down there.
Pretty cool. But yeah, have you ever tried crocodile? Is it crocodile or alligator?
I had like beef jerky before, like
of crocodile.
Yeah,
I heard it tastes like chicken.
And then I had like deep fried crocodile when I was down there at some tourist place. Maybe I was in like some Disney area or not Disney area. I've never been to Disney, but some kind of like place in some kind of tourist area where I had some crocodile fried,
Do we have an alligator farm? Is it an alligator farm here in Colorado?
Yeah, down there on the other side of
Alamosa. Alligator farm. By the sand dunes.
Sand dunes. Yes.
If you guys have been to the alligator farm, let me know. I've never been there. I've been to the sand dunes, but you can ride an alligator over there, apparently.
So my brother's been down there, my brother Daniel's been down there. We got some pictures live. He's down there with his cap rolling around with some alligators.
I need to see these photos.
Wrangling them down there. There's some big alligators down there. He's holding a big old alligator, wrangling them around there. He took my parents down there Shout out to Daniel, you know.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty cool. That's one of the few things that we actually have close to our small towns. The
Great
alligator farm, great sand dunes,
and there's white alligators down there. Go ahead.
Yeah, white alligators.
Albino alligators.
Yeah, that's that's a lot of people. They think that are white, blind, albino alligators.
You know what that reminds me of? Those sand dunes being down there is they have a UFO observatory.
Oh yeah,
platform
they do.
down there.
They do close. Like what that is? I'd be like,
That's
Linda,
right. It's because it's so it's weird. It's weird because like all that sand is pushed out down there, and then you have New Mexico down there.
Biggest sand dunes in North America.
Some people riding their snowboards down there.
You know what about that? I walked all the way up, which is a freaking feat, might I say. Maybe I'm just out of shape. You know, I'm not some young kid.
It depends on what you're talking about all the way up, because like there's different all the way up.
Oh, it was all the way up.
There's dunes and dunes and dunes.
Yeah, it was all the way up. So all the way up, and to put it into perspective, you know, at the time I was 33, and a 18-year-old with a metal rod and metal ball joint for a hip, you know, beat me up there. But as soon as I was up there, I was like, oh man, I'm so high up. And he bought like a sandboard, and he was like, here, go down. And I was like, all right, this is going to be so fun. And I get down, and I was like, and I was like going too fast, like bailed off, dude. I was like, started getting anxiety. I was like, I can't do this. Are you kidding me, dude? No. I like when you see other people do it, you're like, that's easy. It's just sand. And then you get up there, and you don't realize how, like when you're up, I was like losing breath. And like it's like steep, man. It's like this in some areas. And like going down, I feel like I'm more comfortable going down in the snow than in the sand. Let's just say that.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, well, it took me forever. I didn't think I was gonna make it, man. Because in some areas I had to stop. I thought I was gonna have asthma attacks. Some cases, man.
So when you're climbing up these sand dunes, man, because they're like, you know, sand deep, like you're walking on the beach.
Yeah.
Digging.
So I had the board.
High elevation because you're in Colorado. You know what I mean?
I kept cutting the board in like this.
Yeah, so I've been out there before, dude. I've been out there with my buddy Tyler Gorn before. We went out there. Him and his brother and I, we were out there, but it was like rainy season.
Yeah, we went at peak season 2 where it's like a small little lake.
It was like
across the river. It was just like to get to the
clouds. The clouds were gray, and like we got to one peak because there's multiple peaks you can climb to.
Yeah,
and we got to one, and we thought it was the highest one, and we looked behind us, and we're like, no, that's not even the highest one you can get to.
Yeah,
so we don't have time to get out there.
Yeah.
So we climbed the closest one we can get to, and then like I said, it was a thunderstorm, and we had like just our phones with us. And then when we climbed to this little peak, we waved our hand in the sky. We heard like a woom, woom, woom. Like we felt like the electrical in the sky. It's
like all
like it was like
iron in the sand.
So we started running down as fast as we could.
There was a storm.
Because I mean, the electricity.
No way, that is bad. The air around you was like purple.
Oh man, and
yeah,
bro. It wasn't purple. It was just gray, like because you're so like high in the sky.
Because you could like the electric.
Yes,
like
yes.
It's like in the charges.
So we ran as fast as we could back down.
Your flashlight's turning on. You're not even turning it on.
I bet you it could have worked. I bet you it could have worked.
That's wild. That's fun. Those are good memories. Those are good times, man. Those are good times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Getting up was fun. Getting down, like I said, was kind of nerve wracking, man. I kept going. I was like, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna break my neck in front of my kids, man. What am I going to do? Because it was so steep.
I haven't been out there since. We got to go back out there, man.
June, July, I think is when all the snow melt comes down.
Get some
through there.
Wax the boards.
It.
Yep.
I don't know if I could. Like I said, once you get up there, I'm like, the whole way I was taking the board up there, I was like, that's going to be so fun. I'm going to get down in like 2 seconds. Then I got up there and I sat down. And I went like 10 feet. And that 10 feet, I was like, I felt like I couldn't breathe because I was going so fast, you know, and then I had to stop. It was good though. It was fun. But I was like, I gotta stay cool. I can't eat crap in front of my kids, you know what I mean? Then they're gonna be like, they're gonna have some complex when it comes to like big hills of sand, you know what I mean?
They're gonna remember you the rest of that day. They're like, my dad
hates sand. Yeah. My dad doesn't like sand. It's bad.
Funny. Can't go out there.
Yeah. It's good. Good times in Colorado, man. You got, oh yeah, and it's also the base capital of North America. Is it the world? Or North America? Colorado's the base capital.
You're talking about, let me
switch gears.
Dude, before we talk about anything else, we need to talk about how last episode we were talking about Elon Musk, President Trump took over office.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's upset. A lot of people are upset. So they created a program called Doge. You know, the Department of Government Efficiency. So they're going around checking files, looking under rocks,
looking under rugs,
looking under people in the bushes.
That little,
you know what they're looking for?
They're
trying. You remember? You know. Okay, what Doge is doing is, you remember growing up, they're always talking about snipers on the White House, lasers on the lawn,
Y2K,
and there's like tanks in the bushes.
Yeah.
And they got Charlie
Spies
from the factory watching over the rivers because there's supposed to be a moat underground or something like that. They got detectors on the White House lawn
everywhere.
You know, they got Rodney, the mailman, undercover with a gun in the suitcase.
Your auntie is working for him.
Yeah, your auntie's over there checking out, making tortillas and tamales, trying to figure things out, trying to get them to the White House, right?
Yeah.
So Doge has discovered none of that's happening.
None.
So this guy
None.
Was climbing over the fence, almost got over the fence. People,
White House fence
threw him down.
Yeah.
No big deal, but nobody was shooting him down. No laser beams, gunshots,
landmines.
But what I'm saying is, we're going up there. Some people, like I said, are upset about what's going on, but they're finding out that our taxpayers' dollars...
Fraud.
Yeah, exactly.
Fraud. Taxation is theft. Open your eyes, America. Sorry, keep on going. What are they finding? You think every...
They're taking our money, man.
I mean, it's got to be for good things, right? They're probably taking our money for good,
Elon Musk
research.
And Donald Trump are turning up everybody's documents. Are like, yo, why do you make X amount of money and you're making X amount of money?
Yeah.
So let's say some dude's making $100, right? And it's like, yo, I get it. You make $100, but your paycheck says you're making $100 million. $100
million, and also it says that $100 million
when you're only making $100 on your pay stub, but your bank account says $100 million.
But it says here that you got paid $50 million.
So what we're trying to say is the government's been stealing from us for a long time. We're just finding this out.
Our debt may not be as high as we think it is.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Elaborate a little bit. Tell them a little bit about like the AIDS and things like that, where they're coming from, or this and that.
So
break it down a little bit.
So it's a big, huge controversy because basically Doge is auditing. America's getting audited by Doge. Mm-hmm. Elon Musk is heading it. He's spearheading this. Is what's basically going on. The first department that he started auditing was, and I may butcher this, is like the USA, the United States infrastructure of like development, right? So he started auditing this, and a lot of people are getting all upset because the day he did it, he displaced like a whole bunch of workers, put them on leave, went as far as going to the building and had workers like put duct tape over the building, but then later found out that there's like he so far they found over $1 billion that has been going to nonsense, and that's why they're calling it fraud, because it's going for like $10 million for them like to have sushi, another $10 million for them to like how fast does a shrimp run on a treadmill, and it's crazy stuff. And I think it's touchy because he displaced a lot of workers, but then also
the thing is too is like when he's talking about displacing workers, he's talking about like when COVID happened, thousands of government employees wanted to work from home. So now they're telling them come back home.
Yep.
Or not. Now they're telling. So
come back to work.
Come back to work. Come
Yeah.
back to the Oval Office. So come back to the White House.
Yeah.
So thousands of workers left because they wanted to be home for COVID.
Right.
Now they want now what they're saying is like, all right, everybody needs to come back to work. Come back to the office. Come back to whatever it is that you were doing before COVID happened.
Yep.
It's time to get back to work.
Right.
A lot of people are saying, "Oh, this is ridiculous. I'm taking buyouts." People are they're taking buyouts.
Right. It's because they got a taste of that good life.
They don't want to work anymore. Elon Musk is like, "Hey, we got to clean it up." The reason why I run
the Department of Government, efficiency.
Is because I've been sleeping. You know what I mean? Because I slept on the couch before.
Yeah.
I've been in the office before. I'm putting in all the hours. You know, and now it's time to do that. Now it's time to strapping up our boots, get back to work.
He's not getting paid for this, by the way. He technically works for the government, but he's not
so
getting
I'm glad
paid.
you brought that up too. So a lot of people are saying Elon Musk is stealing our money. Elon Musk wants to take the American people's money. I'm like, for what? Right. He has $400 billion.
Richest man in the world.
The richest man in the United States.
On
our side.
Our side.
And people are saying, oh, he just wants more money in his pocket. He's going to steal our money. No, he's going after our government. He's going after the people that are taking our money. Because he doesn't need our money. He's like, oh, you can come after me all you want. I have my own platform. I have my own money.
Right.
You don't want to be on my side? Don't be on my side. I'm on the people's side.
Exactly.
The people need to wake up. So you out there need to wake up.
He's like, this is what you voted for.
They're taking our money. The government took our money the last 4 years, the last 8 years of the last 4 years that.
I mean, it's gone longer than that too,
Of course, because now they're talking about, now a big thing is about taxation nowadays. He's talking about how he wants to get rid of like servers taxes, possibly federal taxes, all kinds of things right now.
All kinds of things.
I try not to get into it because I don't know that much. I'm like scratching the surface of this kind of stuff, but I know enough to I'm informed enough to know what's going on, and I see what's going on. You know what I mean?
The thing is, it's hearing and seeing, and a lot of people are like, well, I want to see progress. And I feel like just that he's been in office for just a couple of weeks, and I feel like what he's already been talking about is happening. Whether you like it or not, he's staying true to his word. He's cleaning up shop, so to speak. He's cleaning up shop, and not a lot of people like it because, like you said, he's looking under all the rocks. He's looking under all the mats. He's finding every people's dirt. You're trying to sweep under the rug. He's finding it all. A lot of people are getting defensive of this because there's a lot of things that people do to get a little bit extra bit of cash, and it's all coming up right now because we voted for America, and for America to be great again, it needs to go back to when it was great, and I think that's been a long time, and that's when we, the people, as a society, worked as a whole,
Yeah. So I think about that. So think about being united and as American as a whole. That brings me to the Gulf of Mexico. They just changed that to the Gulf of America.
Right.
So a lot of people are upset about that. I'm on the fence about it. I want to go both ways. People are upset because it's history. It is. Yeah. We have the Mexican people, which is our people on our side, saying we're not going to change that. We don't believe in that because that's who we are. That's what it's been. And history itself has been that for hundreds of years.
That is true.
The perspective in the books of history books and things like that, since the beginning of time, and since our parents been in school and things like that, it's always been the Gulf of Mexico and things like that.
Always. Yeah.
So
that's huge.
And now it's changed to the Gulf of America. So what I took out of it, in my perspective, in my opinion, is it has to be for a political gain. It has to be for some kind of reason.
Absolutely.
The reason why America or the people that do this is because it's always for political gain. It's always for America. Yep. You always have to put American people first, America first. That's what I see out of it.
Yep.
So the last administration said and put down, there is no drilling in the Gulf of Mexico for oil at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the last administration said. So my opinion is we just did it for oil. So that's where that's my standpoint. That's where I say now.
Right.
February 14th. That's all I say for that.
No, I agree.
It's always for a political gain. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean?
Like you said,
when they do stuff like that, it's out of our hands. I'm upset about it, but I just can't go too far about it. Where like, what can I do?
Yeah.
I'm in a small town.
Yeah.
I'm just a misfit doing my own thing.
That's it, man. We just have our own opinions. And I feel like you're right. It's putting in my side. It's putting America first. And whether you're, coming from a different country or not, the reason you're coming to this country to just be a better person, hopefully, and to be an American. And to be an American is to do these type of things.
Freedom.
Putting America first, as I said earlier. And that's going to come with things like renaming, the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. And it's like you're coming from a different place, and like it doesn't seem like that's the right way, but the way you got to think about it is America right now is in a boxing ring, and we got to show that we're the heavy hitter right now. And we got to show that we're not going to back down. We're going to change things that we think we have the power to change to make us as a society better. At least in my eyes, that's what I feel like, that the route that we're going is that we're really trying to get back to our roots as to we the people, so to speak,
Yeah, so what I'm saying is like grab your atlases, grab your maps, grab this, grab that. Do your due diligence to make sure you remember that it was called the Gulf of Mexico, because things might change in the beginning of time. Things might change now, then, and forever. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
But we can't predict the future.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But all we can do is preserve what's happening now and just make sure that we have those things that we know what's going on. Be relevant. Stand up for what you think is right and things like that. But all I'm saying is like be a part of what's going on. Don't just sit back.
Oh, yeah. It's like if you really, start looking back further enough, you start to see that like Texas and New Mexico and California and some couple other states were actually owned and named by Mexico.
Right.
And
Nevada, Colorado, just on the side of Colorado River over here on the Arkansas River.
Exactly.
We cut the cutoff line right here in Canyon City, Colorado. That's the cutoff line of the Arkansas River, and that was all Mexican territory way back when. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And the treaty was, I can't remember I don't know if it was the president or the dictator or whoever it was back then in Mexico. The treaty is that if we allow Americans to come into our territories, that they would become more likely to call themselves like a Mexico citizen than a United States citizen. Fortunately, that didn't happen. It quite went the opposite into them selling all that territory to the U.S. and then unfortunately receding all the way back to what we know as Mexico today. So if you really go back, Mexico owned a lot of the
territory that a lot of people are sitting in.
A lot. And a lot of people don't understand that. And so I think that's why a lot of people are getting upset about these name changes, because people obviously fought for that. They did what they needed to do to believe in, to make themselves.
Yeah, a lot of people forget about what happened back then. You know what I mean? Like you gotta remember, remember the Alamo. That was a big part of Mexican history or Mexico history. Like Davy Crockett and all those people fighting down there.
Yeah, it's big, man. And I think that's why you get Texas all the time, that wants to kind of be like their own like sovereign, like
Lone Star Texas is what they say.
Because it was for like a hot minute, I think.
It's a wild, wild Southern West down there.
No,
dude.
for real, it is Wild West. I think it's kind of weird though, like nowadays, you think about all these, you like Texas especially, you go down there and they're like, what do they love? They love their Mexican food, right? But then, I feel like back in the day, they're like, oh, these are Mexicans. Like lower class, but we love their food. It's like, can you just like look at us as equals, not just because our food is really good? I don't know. I'm kind of like diverging a little bit there, but
like Tex-Mex, Texas Mexicans.
Tex-Mex. I forgot about Tex-Mex. Yeah, Tex-Mex. Yeah.
So that's what is going on. I mean,
I'm sorry, I rambled there for a little bit.
A lot of things are changing around us. You know,
big
what I mean?
changes.
Everybody's trying to figure out what's going on. A lot of people say there's a lot of disclosures happening. Supposed to happen this year.
Big changes too.
Not like this administration's not only doing like controversial things, but big changes. Like The biggest thing is we need to secure the border. You know what I mean? Like we need to stop letting these people, not only people come in, we need to, strengthen it, put some barbed wire up there, put some,
Put some freaking mines in the water. No, I'm kidding.
Put some 007 proximity mines out there. So when people come out there, you know what I mean?
I'm talking about the old school GoldenEye proximity mines where you can freeze them and that glitch. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, yo, dude. Yes, I do know what you mean. When you go down there into the laboratory and you have to throw them on the TVs.
Yeah.
And then you blow them up, and then after that you can like float them in the air.
And then you tell your buddy, "Come in here. You can't beat me." Everyone's a screen looker. Say, "Look at your screen." Best. I know exactly where you are. You run in there, and then you detonate everything because all the mines are just like,
You know what I've been wanting to think about getting is like, I want to get me one of these
pony.
No, these new virtual reality goggle things. You know what I mean?
The MetaQuest 3?
Yeah, I want to give me some of
with
those, I want to give me the nunchucks and stuff because these games that are coming out now is crazy. But what I did, I was on X the other day, and what I did notice is like this guy, he put on these goggles, and then like you could see a whole live court play of like it was the NBA was playing.
Yeah.
But you can see like the players and the ball and stuff like that.
So it's not virtual reality, it's augmented AR. Like it's augmented reality. So
augmented reality.
Yeah, everything is like
you still have to put on a thing or something.
But it's like you're still in the real world. Like my son has the MetaQuest 2.
Boom, bing, bang, boom. Yeah. And you can just do that and watch the game. So that's like closer than anything else that I've seen.
Yeah.
On the X, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
cool, though.
I've seen the Oculuses, I've seen all that stuff, but like this stuff is coming. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. I want the Meta glasses where you could just be like, it's like you're filming. We're filming now live from the city.
But you have those Oculuses, right? Or that MetaQuest thing?
Like I said, my son
Ready Player One.
My son has the MetaQuest 2, and it's not the augmented reality. So like if he pushed a button to like see things around him, it would all be in black and white and like static. It's not that good. And because it's trying to show you like what's on the VR and then what's
but
like
some
in real
games
life.
are crazy though, right?
But the new one, the MetaQuest 3, you push that button and it's like you see, like it's like looking through just like glass, but there's like stuff in front of you that you can press. So there's like a huge leap between the 2 and the 3. It's a lot. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's
but
crazy.
you can play like Call of Duty, like or not. It's not really Call of Duty, but there's like a game.
The Ghosts of Tabor,
right? Or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think it's like that. Yeah.
Because I know there's like, there's a dude named Matt Serra. He was on the Joe Rogan podcast. He plays like this. He says it's like relatively Call of Duty and stuff, and he's out there like trying to snipe people and things like that, yelling at the mic and trying to like reload their clips and things like that into the gun and stuff like that.
Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, so they got games like that where it's like
games like that, like augmented reality. You know what I mean?
So you said Matt Serra was playing a game like that?
Yeah, Matt Serra was like playing like a game with like Call of Duty.
He's got like the 2 like little things right here. He's got the set on, and you can like walk
around.
And
you have the like things in your hand and walk around. You have to reload and put the clip in and stuff like that.
The thing is, it's like when you have it on, like I want to walk like this, and like the way like the VR headset that my son has, like you can't walk. It's like a joystick. You know what I mean? Like you have to walk with the joystick still.
Like the Wii nunchucks.
But there's people that have like a omnidirectional thing. It's like a Halo. You sit in. There's like a pad you have on, and you run in place. It's like I want to go over there. So you run.
That's crazy, dude.
It's literally like Ready Player One, where he like sits down. And he's like, puts his headset on, and then he runs in one place, and then he runs in the other. But it's like you're running in place. They have those now.
That's crazy, man. I want, and then one of those, and then I want like a Switch.
The funny ones,
Switch 2 just came out.
The funny ones, I think, is like when those people have those VRs where it's like they have the directional thing where you can walk forward and backwards and stuff like that.
Like that treadmill thing?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Well, yeah,
it's
when
like
they're
treadmill looking thing around them.
When they're playing like scary games, and they're like, "What is that?" And then sit back and they're like,
"Oh no!"
They're like trying to run. I
couldn't do those games, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't
it's come a long
scary
way.
jump games, man.
My son loves those
No way, man.
He's in love with them. But then at night, he's like, "Dad, I'm scared."
Nightmares and things like that.
Yeah, no. It's going to be crazy.
I'm a grown man, and I feel scared of nightmares and playing games. That's why I don't play games like that.
Have you ever watched the movie Gamer? where he walks into his room. It's like a room dedicated to the whole like.
Yeah, so it's just like a blank room. Walks in, and it's like
sets it up.
Almost looks like flat screen TVs everywhere, but it's not really. It's just like floats there, and it's there, and he sits in like a big old beanbag.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be, man. Yeah. That's how it's gonna be. That's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be cool,
dude. That's what it is. I mean, you just put your Oculus on. You're just like, you know what I'm saying?
There's just one anime out. It's called oh my god,
Chunk Sudo.
No. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of this name? It's literally my favorite.
Naruto.
Oh no, why can't I think of it, man? That is sad. Oh man, SAO. Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online. It's basically you get this headset. It's called Nerve Gear, and you put it on, right? And as soon as you put it on, it like links to your nervous system. So you're laying down, it links to your nervous system, and then your real world body becomes incapacitated in a sense, and you like wake up into like your virtual world. So like you move with like your thoughts, you know what I mean? So it's like everything that you think of you can do. We're getting there, bro. It's gonna be crazy. But it's also crazy because in this game they all get trapped in there and you can't leave.
So they have that Neuralink and stuff, you know what I mean? Where like got the paraplegic and it's like tapped in his brain and stuff like that, so he can like
play video games for 5 days straight.
Yeah, he's like they say he's got like aimbot in his head and stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Do all that kind of stuff, you know. So
crazy. Yeah, no, I think I feel like if we're not there already, we're like I think we're maybe a little bit too hesitant.
Oh, if we're there, then the private sector, like the government, they have all that stuff. You know what I mean? Right. Like I said, like the last couple episodes, they're saying we don't know what this UFOs and stuff like this, and then now they're saying this stuff at the other. Now crazy. Hopefully there's a lot of disclosure happening soon. I mean, people are talking about events that happened a long time ago. You know what I mean? And things are coming out forward now, like in ways that we haven't seen before. I mean, the administration now that says they're going to release the JFK files. We keep on saying that last couple episodes. They keep on saying they're doing that. Well, where are they? You know, we're ready for them. They're saying a little bit more time, but we're ready for them. You know, UFO disclosures and whistleblowers are starting to coming out. You know, on the JRE show, Sean Ryan show, things are coming out. You know, people are saying like, you know, things are in the sky are not what you think, and there's non-human, human on-terrestrials out there. There's like things that we can explain out there. Like the government's saying this, okay? So what your people are watching on the news is unbelievable because they're not telling you the truth.
Right.
Okay, stop watching that stuff. Get another news source on your phone. Stop watching the news. Stop watching the TV. They're lying to you.
They are.
Get on your phone. Read stuff.
They're going to try to discredit people.
Stop being a digger. Yeah, man, because at the end of the day, it's out there, dude.
Yeah, that's it.
It's up in the sky. They're out there. They're not going anywhere. They said aliens are real and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like I keep saying this every single episode. Nobody cares, man.
It's ridiculous.
I'm like, when the world is gonna end, what were you doing? I'm like, I was mowing the lawn.
I was looking at my tax.
I was playing the game with Rocco over here. Playing the game, and I said, trying to tell everybody about this.
I said, you feel a man? What's that in the sky?
Did you hear that?
Like, what that is?
Did you hear that? Like, dude, I got it! Yeah, I got him! Behind you!
Tim and Nicky's like, I just got the new skin. Oh!
Camo grinding, bro. Where you at? I'm like, the world is coming.
Tim Nick, if you don't comment on that section right there, and I know you ain't watching this. But yeah, let's talk about the Super Bowl before we end this segment here.
Congratulations, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. You lost.
So happy. Not only did they lose, they got freaking obliterated.
Dude.
Dominated.
Punched right in the mouth. Dude.
Oh, yeah. Throat punch. You know, it's like the one who was like the kabuki. I don't know if like I'm too little old. You know what kabuki is? Yeah. Right in the Adam's apple. Yeah. That's what, I mean.
I was ready. I didn't know if he was going to do it to me. So.
It was good. It was a good time. Good time to watch.
Everybody picked the Chiefs, like always, you know. I wonder how much money
Eagles had to pay.
No, Las Vegas lost.
Oh my gosh, so much money. So much money. I mean, everyone's like, Patrick Mahomes going to be the first NFL quarterback to get 3 Super Bowls in a row. And he's like, yeah, dude, I'm going to be the first. Wait, no, it's like, hey, I'm going to be the third quarterback to get 3 Super Bowls in a row. Not even Tom Brady could do that.
Hey, hey, hey.
And it wasn't even close.
Oh,
and the thing
man.
that made me more upset is that I had a freaking bet that the Eagles would beat them every quarter, and they did, except for at the very end, Patrick Mahomes got all upset, goes out there for a play that didn't matter. You know what I'm talking about? Throws up the Hail Mary to Xavier Worthy. It was like a 50-yard bomb. They got a touchdown. I think it was in the fourth quarter with like 3 minutes left. And after that, they put the second strings in. And I was like, bro, what is, yeah, we all know you got an arm. We all know you could score a touchdown. But what matters most is me hitting my parlay, okay?
Show me some high is what he said on the bench.
Show me some hard, right? I want Miss Piggy coming back over here.
Everybody was all like dabbing up. He got into certain players. It's like, you're not getting
Oh, I saw that. That's sad.
I think it was Jones or John.
That's sad. And the dude even came up. He was like, all right, Patrick Mahomes. And he was like, went right past him. He was like giving him hugs. And he's like, all right.
Did you see that? Did you see that AI lip reading of Patrick Mahomes? He's like, I just want to say, who cares about
Oh, yeah.
this, that, the
I was
other.
like, oh, man, AI's getting insane.
Who cares about my wide receivers? Who cares about my coaches?
Yeah.
I did this all on me. I'm doing my own thing. All he cared about was this, that, the other. That was all that AR.
Oh, man.
Bit. That's funny. That was like
bad.
that. That was like that Monday night mic'd up thing. Remember? They used to do. Yeah.
They still, yeah. Mic'd
do they
up.
Still
yeah,
do
they
that
still
mic'd
mic'd
up
up
Monday night where they dub over it and it's all funny, hilarious.
Yep. That's awesome. But yeah, again, shout out to Cooper DeJean, the white cornerback. He got a pick six against Patrick Mahomes.
Jeez.
Stud, number 33. Shout out to you, buddy. You deserve it. All that hard work.
Mahomes, he threw a lot of 3 interceptions.
I knew he threw like candy bags out to the kids. That's what he was doing, man. It was like the old lady throwing out candy bags at the parade float. He didn't stand a chance, man. It was bad. Like they chopped. I mean, they couldn't chop. They were chopping our cake. That's what they were doing. Chopping Philadelphia's cake the whole time. Here you go, man. That was a good game though. I loved it. Especially because I had another bet on Devontae Williams, boy, to make a touchdown.
Just can't
he
get
did.
enough.
Heisman Trophy winner. Shout out to you, stud.
Shout out, got 20
and
bucks.
Hurts. $20. But what do you got to say to end this segment, episode 56 of Small Town Misfits?
You know what? We're feeling good. I know you're feeling good. I'm feeling good. I felt good last episode and episode before that. We're just gaining. We're getting in there. We're winning it.
Appreciate the more views. I appreciate the more comments and the likes. Keep that up. I really like reading your guys' comments, and I try to, at least like them. I'll try to comment as much as we can back. But that means a lot that you guys do that because it shows that you're watching it, and it also helps our gains too.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Be vigilant, aware of where your surroundings are, okay?
That's it.
All right, times are getting hard. I know they're getting hard, but you got to get tougher, and that's what this is about. We're letting you guys know. Just hang out, relax.
All right.
Give me 20, 30 minutes of your time. We're just hanging out, having a good time, all right?
Just chill.
Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mom.
Tell your grandparents.
Tell your friend.
All right. Episode 56, Small Town Misfits. Peace.